Glory Hounds, up next. Hi there. Welcome back to Glory Hounds. Thank you all very much for your patience with this one, folks. I have had some shit to deal with in trying to find a way to make this work with the slew of technical difficulties I was experiencing, as well as my own lack of competency when it comes to technology at large. Sorry about that, but we're finally back, and we're ready to continue where we left off, with Alex and Rahul just about to get the jump on the Saltwater Syndicate and finally retrieve the Money Talks gown. Given that it's been as long as it has, let's have a quick reminder of the rules here. Glory Hounds is a very 18 plus visual novel, so please scuttle away off this video now if you're below the age of 18 or otherwise aren't interested in this sort of content. With all of that ranting out of the way, let's dive right back into it all, shall we? My name is Pink Wisp, and these hounds be glorious. Lights, camera, action. Yo! Splice the main brace! Another successful haul, eh, lads? No thanks to the likes of you, Ishmael. Your mere hoes deceiving me. You were just as unconscious as I was, matey. True, no fault of mine.
Quit your bellyaching, you two, or I'm cleaving your pay in half. We just pulled off the caper of the century, and it's all thanks to our rookie here.
You flatter me, Mr. Ahab. But do go on.
You deserve it, lad. 'Twas you that got us the janitor job to begin with, after all.
What can I say? I phoned up some old connections, pulled a few strings.
And got us a prize worth millions.
Right. I suppose I did that too, didn't I?
You bloody well did, lad.
I trust you haven't forgotten about our deal.
Aye, but be you certain you want to leave the crew behind, matey?
Much as I enjoyed our little escapade, I meant for bigger things. The Money Talks gown was only the beginning.
What kind of heist be you planning?
For starters...
Syndicate! Your days of wanton ransacking and thievery are finished.
You can't just go and smash random windows!
You may question my methods, but you can't question their efficiency.
I jump in through the broken window after the boss. The pirates regard us with a mixture of confusion and fury. So much for the element of surprise.
So you came too, after all. Grand. Grand. We'll be taking that gown back to its rightful owner now. No, afraid not. I don't know how you followed me crew all the way to our home turf, but ye scurvy dogs will be doing none of that, I reckon. Not unless you want a repeat of what happened at the gallery. This time you'll be the one hitting the floor. Right spot.
Are you crazy? It's 4 against 2!
Listen to your first mate there, Hound. There's no way you'd be winning this. I wouldn't be so sure of that. True, you may have us outnumbered, but we've got Lady Justice herself on our side. And believe me, she is a harsh mistress. Justice won't save you from a one-way walk off the old plank, Dawn Hound. This captain doesn't tolerate mutineers, savvy?
He stands up, head almost hitting the ceiling. He flicks his tail forcefully in our direction, creating a torrent that nearly knocks me over.
Last chance.
I want to run, or, well, swim away. Fear's taken a hold of me and nailed me to the ground. Fear and looking at the big whale in front of me a little bit of something else. Alex, darling, now is not the time.
As the pirates of old would say, the time has come to rip and burn your Jolly Roger.
Ahab rushes at us through the water, furniture floating every which way. I can feel the current surge past me. Milo said our gear was made to improve our underwater mobility. Yet I can't help but think we're at a severe disadvantage here. The whale winds up for a swing that Rahul only manages to dodge by the skin of his teeth. It hits a nearby chair instead, utterly splintering it. I can only imagine what force like that would do to my bones. The other pirates aren't far behind. Within seconds, they descend upon us all at once.
Bloody barnacles! Don't let him get away!
The barracuda effortlessly darts through the water. Rahul avoids a swipe from the parrot, only to nearly catch a punch from Ishmael, who instead hits his companion's face, the brightly colored bird screaming as he flies through the water. At least one of them is struggling as much with this environment as we are. Watching everything happen in slow motion like this almost makes it feel like some strange sort of choreographed dance. Before Rahul can neutralize the barracuda, the horned chameleon from before comes in from above.
Spot, watch out!
I try to respond, but it's harder to see and I can't move as fast as I'd like. Everything just feels heavy. The chameleon doesn't seem to struggle at all. He's moving as swiftly and graciously as his sea-dwelling companions. His foot connects with my stomach, knocking me away. His long, thin tongue extends with incredible speed and force. Rahul blocks it with his arm, but it wraps around, ensnaring him. I scramble to my feet, only to find Ahab staring me down.
Thought you could get away, did you?
My life flashes before my eyes as I watch him wind up for another punch. I don't have time to dodge this one. His massive fist finds its mark with an earth-shattering force. So that's what getting hit by a bus feels like. My legs give out and I crumple to the floor.
Spot! No!
My boss is still trying to land a hit on the elusive chameleon.
My femur.
Alright, I can get on my hands and knees. I am not going down that easily again. Before I can even question if I'll ever be able to walk right again, the whale comes up behind me once more.
Damn shame it has to come to this. But we can't have you two mucking up the deck any longer.
He slowly walks over to close the gap between us. He's so heavy, he doesn't even need to swim. If I'm gonna help Rahul catch that fleet-footed lizard, I'll have to do something about the behemoth behind me first. I have to think fast. I look up and notice a chandelier above him. It looks fancy. Gold. Heavy. Only secured to the ceiling with a rope so thin it might as well be invisible. And he's right underneath it. No time to waste. I aim at it, hold my breath, and I shoot. It doesn't make it to the chandelier, and for a moment my heart sinks.
That pea shooter won't do you any.
Until the grappling hook changes trajectory downward and the flat part hits Ahab square in his pirate's treasure.
The scream he lets out makes the entire pub rumble. I can't help but wince.
My crown jewels! What have you done?
Rahul and the other pirates stop fighting, and for a moment, we just watch the captain collapse on the floor with the loudest of thuds.
The captain is down!
What have you done to him? I squeeze the trigger again. The cord retracts. I suddenly feel a rush of excitement wash over me for the first time since I started this job. Quick, what would Rahul say? Same as I'll do to you. If you don't surrender, crooks! I aim it at the parrot and the barracuda, and they both raise their arms above their head.
I don't want no trouble!
Just arrest us! I look around for the chameleon, but he's nowhere to be found. How'd he get away so fast? Hand over the gown. Now.
But...
Just do as he bloody asks!
Ahab's still whimpering on the floor, clutching his crotch tight.
Captain! I know when I'm beat, and you beat me fair and square.
Guess Milo was right about everyone having a weak point. A conventional one in this case. Ishmael sheepishly ducks behind the counter, taking out a watertight capsule normally used for deliveries. He hands it over to me, avoiding eye contact. For something containing a valuable piece of art, it's pretty light. You better not be trying to pull a fast one on us.
It's the real deal. Captain's word.
I don't think he's lying.
Ishmael grumbles at me.
Hey, you dogs ain't gonna get off so easy. You won't be so lucky next time, Hound.
That's what you said last time, too. You want to join your boss on the floor?
No!
He yelps and staggers back. Other than every inch of my body hurting, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Let that be a lesson to you, scoundrels. Justice always prevails.
Instead of stealing art, start, learning the art of sharing.
Well, we need to work on your catchphrases, but good effort.
The shade, dude. The shade. At last, the Money Talks gown is almost back where it ought to be. All's well that ends well. This has been one of the longest, most tiring days of my life. Strangely, also one of the most rewarding. When I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be facing down an entire pirate crew and actually live to tell the tale, much less win. And all because of my quick thinking. Maybe this is just the right career path for me after all.
You did great out there, Spot.
So did you. I mean, I saw your work back at the store, but I had no idea you could fight like that. Wish things came as easily to me as they do to you. I just got lucky.
Believe me, it took years of Milo beating the living tar out of me until I was even halfway decent at fighting.
Great. Something to look forward to.
You'll get there. Just a matter of confidence and sticking to it. For now, just bask in the feeling of a job well done.
So, this is what that's supposed to feel like. My previous job didn't give me any satisfaction, so it's pretty new to me. confidence, huh?
Something you will build with time.
Milo, you made it!
Even I celebrate when job is well done, yes. You may have made innumerable bad decisions today. Form is still sloppy, teamwork needs improving. But you fought like champion.
He gives my head a pat. I don't think I'll ever get used to his strength. He could squish me like a grape if he tried.
Mr. Dawnhound! Mr. Duskhound, Mimi! I am ever so relieved to see you come back alive and unharmed.
I wouldn't say unharmed. I'm gonna be feeling this for days, if not weeks to come.
Oh, and you brought the gown with you as well. To think you'd managed to get that brute to relinquish it.
I don't think he'll be bothering you again anytime soon.
I should hope not.
With that, I think it's about time to put this gown back on the mannequin, wouldn't you say?
He presses the button on the watertight capsule we brought back from Ahab's place. A cloud of smoke wafts out from it, so thick I can barely see through it. Much less breathe. It's like someone dunked an entire perfume store in there. Rahul laughs while coughing.
Oh, Ahab sure has the flair for the dramatic, golly.
Pot, meat, kettle. When the smoke clears, I hear Fennec gasp.
It's empty!
Shit! Empty?
Oh, what are we going to do?
Did Ahab dupe us?
I don't think so. Hold on a moment.
Rahul reaches into the container and fishes out a small card, not unlike the calling card from earlier. It's bright pink with gold lettering all over it. The font is so ornate, it's almost illegible.
It's a business card. Come on. Does this ring any bells?
He flashes it to me. I'm pretty sure I'd remember a name like that. Hold on. The Chameleon! He disappeared after the fight at the bar. He must have switched the capsules out when we weren't looking. Maybe even before that.
Ah, yes. The rapscallion who tongued me.
Red, I'm going to assume that line was your doing.
Phrasing.
Milo.
Can you believe he wrapped his tongue all the way around my...
Thanks, Milo.
I do remember a chameleon gentleman working at the temp agency I hired the janitors at.
Can you contact them?
I have been trying, but the number is no longer in use.
Must have been a sham from the start.
In more ways than one. He even double-crossed Ahab.
I wonder how the Syndicate came across him. If only we could interrogate them.
Ahab.
I will look into matter further at base. I suggest we reconvene in the morning and discuss new findings. I am sorry we failed you, Miss Fenna.
Just bring it back, please.
We will. You have our word.
I tap my chin as gears start turning in my head.
What's wrong, Spot?
Nothing. I think I have an idea of where to start looking for information. I reach for the scrap of paper Ahab gave me before everything went to shit. It's still a little wet from my watery adventure earlier, but the number is legible. I shoot him a text.
What are you doing?
A little personal investigation. I can't let them know I'm gonna meet up with Ahab. I get a text back right away. Bingo. I'll be at base tomorrow morning.
Alright. I suppose I'll look into security camera footage around town. He's bound to have shown up somewhere. We all have mission. Only thing left is to execute it.
We'll find that gown, Fenna. Don't you worry.
I trust you will. Please, take care.
She looks a little defeated, but a smile tugs at her lips. With that, this long day finally draws to a close. After changing in one of the bathrooms, I say goodbye to Rahul and Milo and get to walking to where Ahab and I agreed to meet. As much as I don't want to right now, I should probably give Lou a call. I hope to God they haven't called every news station in town. Or worse, told Willem about what went down. It takes them less than a second to answer.
So, are you finally gonna tell me what's been going on with you? Because that sure didn't look like cleaning to me. What the hell have you been getting into?
I'm sorry, Lou. My life's just been a blur for the past week. And I'm pretty sure I was supposed to keep the whole hero thing a secret.
Well, you did a splendid job.
Yeah, I really botched that. Technically, being sworn to secrecy was more implied than outright stated. Look, Milo, the big Roos Crow you met told me to invite you to meet up so he can explain what's going on.
Yeah, well, alright. But I've already got 3 blog posts ready to go, and I'm gonna need a good reason not to post them.
Because I said please?
You drive a hard bargain. When you told me you found a new job, I never would have thought it'd involve spandex.
Neoprene. I feign a cough.
What?
It's mostly neoprene, actually, and some advanced faux leather.
You know how ridiculous that sounds, right?
I know. I can still hardly believe it myself, if I'm being honest.
I'm just worried about you, Alex. That Milo guy was really laying into your friends while you were unconscious. It didn't sound like either of you were thinking things through very carefully.
Yeah, my boss is also sorta new at this. But hey, the pay's better.
Way to brush aside the issue.
Look, all I can say for now is that I feel like I made a difference today. Like I'm maybe sorta starting to believe in myself. I might not have gotten the gown back in the end, but I kicked crime boss ass. A lemur passing by looks at me funny and I lower my voice. I mean, I took care of things.
Uh-huh. And how many times did you almost die today?
Only 3 times. I'm still learning.
Uh-huh.
Listen, just come to the anniversary party at the Hen tomorrow, okay? I'll bring Milo and the boss, and we can explain the whole thing.
Okay, but you owe me big time.
I'll babysit for you as much as you want.
Deal.
After texting Max to let him know I'll be home late, I yawn loudly, thrusting my hands into my pockets. It's chilly out. Just a few degrees colder than this, and I'd have to put on gloves. Crowds of people pass me by. Most likely none of them are aware of what happened today. I wonder if it'll show up on the news. I mean, we did kind of wreck that bar.
Oi, lad, there you are.
Ahab is easy to spot. Aside from the giraffes, he's basically the tallest in the crowd. He walks on over. No, it's more like he hobbles on over. Guess he's still recovering. Hi. I don't know where to start. How do you even approach a mob boss you smacked in the balls with a grappling gun? Milo's training didn't exactly cover that. Before I can make up my mind, though, he's close the distance. I swallow. Oh, I don't think I'll get used to how big he is anytime soon.
Hope you didn't wait too long. We'll be dealing with some, workplace issues.
Oh no, I just got here.
Grand.
Crickets? So, where to?
I was thinking of having a few drinks down at the pub and seeing where the night takes us. Be it your place or mine.
Someone's confident.
Might have cocked up at work, but I don't mean this ship's sinking anytime soon.
He leans in close, real close, then whispers in my ear.
You look better without the mask, laddie.
I shudder. So you do know.
Hard not to. You don't change your voice or anything. And you got all those spots. He be the Dalmatian that was on the news when Ishmael robbed that little old lass, yeah? Wasn't hard to put 2 and 2 together once I saw you with the Dawn Hound.
See, I knew that face blurring did nothing. And you still came?
What can I say? You're cute. Don't think I can't see that little tail of yours a wagging away there.
Shit, it is wagging.
Hells, I'm surprised you called on me. Especially after what went down at the bar.
I'm surprised you were willing to meet up after what happened to your... You know. I try not to gesture to his groin. My eyes are still drawn to it.
Tis a mere occupational hazard. We were simply flying different flags that time. Nothing personal, I'm sure, lad. Besides, you just got lucky.
We creamed you guys.
We still beat you at the gallery.
Guess the score is 1-1 then.
Arr. Next time we meet, I'll kick your booty into the dirt, and no mistake.
He's surprisingly upbeat about the whole thing. I have some questions I wanted to ask you, actually.
Well, I'll be versatile, though I lean towards
No, not that. The gown's missing.
What?
He seems as surprised as I was. One of your henchmen took it. I need to know where he could be.
So that be why Camus scurried off like a dock rat.
He clenches his jaw as he softly growls the name. Do you have any information on him? He chuckles.
Aye, I do.
Spill it.
He be no friend of mine, but I'll need some convincing before I talk.
I can be very persuasive.
With a pretty little face like that, I'd be certain of it. Join me for a round at the pub.
You're on. Issue number 2, end. Wait, this is so funny. Dude, this is actually like a stream. Should I stop and see whether or not I can read any of the chat? That would be so funny. What's up, dudes? Y'all ready to reach maximum altitude? Welcome to the second exciting episode of Cooking with Max, where we take meals that are gross and make them the most. New viewer dudes might be wondering, but gee, Max, you don't have a mouth. How are you even gonna eat the food? And I'm here to tell you that your views are narrow-minded and stupid, man. No lips? No problem! When you're really passionate about something, dude, you don't let anybody stop you. Not even your roommate. Sure, he had to go and get a stomach bump after I made pasta, but you know what, dudes? That just gave him some room for dessert. Speaking of desserts, today we'll be making, drum roll please, where'd I put it again? Here!
a box cake. Now, y'all, I wanted to make apple pie, but my roomie won't let me try that one again after I used tomatoes instead of apples last time. But he's not around tonight. Instead, I'd like to introduce my special guest this week, Ishmael! What? Okay, this was not a combo I was expecting.
What? Me?
Don't be shy, my bodacious barracuda buddy. Baking cakes is something everyone can do. Even if your mom tells you not to after you get the neighborhood evacuated because of a grease fire.
That'd be, very specific.
Don't even worry about it, man. I'm gonna show you the ropes. I got this killer recipe that I tweaked to make it super awesome. I don't think you're supposed to meddle with bacon recipes. Bacon's not a science, man. You just gotta trust in the process and follow your heart. But you don't even have milk listed on the recipe. No worries. I put together a gnarly substitute. I think I hear the captain calling. Mayhaps I should... I blended some mayonnaise and cream cheese with some vinegar to thin it. Oh my... Have any of you people ever seen, like, a Twitter account where it's just food horror stories? Where it's like the most cursed food possible? I don't know the name of it. I can't remember because I'm shit at names. But if... some of you might know what I'm talking about. And that's what this is conveying to me right now. Max, I'm going to attempt the impossible and use some slang. Oh no. Who let bro cook? Who let bro cook? I blended some mayonnaise and cream cheese with some vinegar to thin it out. Looks just like the real thing. It'd be looking gnarly indeed. I suppose I'd be lucky to have this helmet on, or the smell alone would end me life. Okay, let's get this show on the road before my roommate gets home. Just follow my instructions and we'll have an outrageous cake in no time. Oh, it'll be outrageous, alright. So this be where I mix the eggs and flour, aye? Do you know how many chemicals are in today's eggs and flour, man?
None.
We're using this. Instant egg mixture and breadcrumbs? Not just any breadcrumbs, dude. Panko! That's what they use in anime all the time. Who be this anime and why is she making cake with breadcrumbs?
I fucking love you, Ishmael. I fucking love you.
It's to provide that solid structure. But the recipe be saying, following the recipe is for the birds. We gotta show off our individuality. How long be I supposed to mix this? Until it's nice and smooth. All it be is wet and goopy. Just keep mixing, dude. Trust the process. Are you sure this mixture won't end up highly toxic? Methinks we shouldn't. You gotta stop limiting your own creativity, dude. I think it be done. And so is me sanity. Let me take a look. Yeah, dude. Just gotta sprinkle on some olives now. Olives? What in the 7 seas do you need olives on a cake for? For texture, of course. I'd add chocolate, but I used it all in the lasagna I made yesterday. Oh my fucking god. You can't be for real. Oh, I'm the realest. Now let's bake this baby. I suppose we'd best get on preheating the oven. That'll take forever, man. We don't have that kind of time. Put her in the microwave. But the recipe be saying to put it in the oven for an hour. Who has time to wait that long these days? Just nuke it on high for 10 minutes instead. Be you absolutely sure? It's what chefs on TV do all the time. It be in there. Fair winds and following seas. That means we just gotta wait. And then we feast. Feast?
You mean...
And as my special guest, you get the honors of trying the first bite.
Well, 'twas fun, but my job be done, so I think I'll be departing.
Don't be silly, dude. This is the perfect time for a chat with our viewers. So, got anything you want to say to our wonderful audience?
Just one thing.
Hey, Max, I'm home. And so is this guy I brought with me. Rumi, you're just in time for one of my videos. Say hi to Alex, dudes.
Wait. Ishmael's here?
Spotty's here?
Whoa, I'm sensing some bad vibes here.
Ishmael, what be you doing here?
Captain!
Listen, we'll be in my room. If you hear any weird noises, I got a new game. No problem, my guy. Want to come down and have a slice of cake later?
That'll be sounding mighty fine.
No, heavens no, we're okay. Bye. And he's gone. Well, viewerinos, it was worth a try.
Do you smell,
What, the sense of success?
Shit, the cake! It's burning!
Uh-oh. Well, I guess that's it for this episode, folks. Tune in next time when I'll show you how to make a sweet and sour strawberry oyster sundae. Gotta run.
Oi! Don't you leave me with your kitchen fire! What in blazes am I supposed to do? I don't even live here!
Harder, laddie, harder! Yes, Captain! There she blows!
Now for a word from our sponsors. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone whose name is on the screen right now for this wonderful experience. Oh my god, it is so much fun. And that's it. That is the end of Build 2, or Issue 2, I should say. Finally! I am so sorry once again for the extensive wait that was on this, but thank you all very much for, you know, sticking with me throughout the Glory Hounds hiatus, I guess I'll call it. We have a lot of new viewers on the channel now, a lot of new subscribers, and I'm eternally grateful for that. And I hope you'll continue to support me as I keep doing this. And I know that Glory Hounds was something yous very much wanted back, so here yous go. It is back and it will continue. We will move on to issue 3, and I might even get finished with it before issue 4 comes out. And then I'll be caught up with a visual novel on this channel. Imagine that! But yes, this one gave us a lot to chew on, didn't it? Kamo has the gown. We kind of knew this from the start, from issue 1. We're still technically in flashback territory, but now we see exactly how it happened. And this episode was just a lot of fun. We got a fight sequence, it was awesome. A whale guy got his dick kicked in, it was awesome. A whale guy I can't say that on YouTube. And we got the glorious stream section at the end that was just joy to read the entire... Oh my god. I hope that... Oh my god, I hope my recording didn't screw that over. We'll see. I might have to re-record this whole thing. We'll see. But yes, I'm very excited to be back doing Glory Hounds, and I'm very excited for what issue 3 has to show us, because I know what's coming up. I know exactly what's coming up. You should all be very excited for it. But that is where I'm going to leave this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. As I usually do, I will put in the description where you can support the writers and this project and the Echo Project at large. Red and Saber are really, really awesome creators. Saber is a good friend of mine especially, and I'd really appreciate if you guys could go and give them some love, give them some follows. Read this yourselves and support Echo Project because, oh my god, it's just unadulterated fun the whole way through this one.
Sort of a total shift from what Echo Project is known for, wouldn't you say? But that's why I love this so much. And obviously, as I usually do, I will be leaving links in the description to where you can support me. You can follow me on Twitter, where I post art and other cool things occasionally. And I have a Ko-fi if you'd like to donate to that, but don't feel pressured to. I always appreciate every bit of support I can get though. And maybe you might like this video, subscribe to the channel, all those things that YouTubers tell you to do these days. But yes, that is more than enough rambling out of me for now. This has been Pink Wisp, reading Glory Hounds. Thank yous all very much for watching, and I'll see yous in the next one. Take care.